Hi you guys, it's your girl Ashley and I'm back at it again with another video. I am so happy with all the love and support I've been getting from my friends and close followers. It's been really nice and I really appreciate you guys. Love you to death. But today I wanted to do a vid and talk about some real social issues that I think a lot of people this day and age, this times, and young people in these times, how so closed-minded and ignorant they are, that a lot of these things they take for granted and the things they should be showing attention to, they don't. So this is not gonna be long. It's not a rant. It's just really a convo. So let's get into it. So one thing I did want to talk about was the whole thing of Black men with darker women. And this thing has been really been a big thing for me. This is my own personal experience of Black men treated me differently because my skin was darker than a light-skinned woman. And Black people don't want to admit, or they don't like to talk about it or push it over or try to say it's not a thing. It is a colorist thing. It's not nobody making up something. There is colorists in the Black community, in Black people, in our culture. It's been for centuries that if you had lighter skin tone, you were more acceptable to the others, or could be considered one of them because you had lighter skin tone. And for centuries and then on, we always was treated differently than lighter skinned people. And one thing I've noticed over the past 10 years of my life and my own experiences is how different I was treated with dating and friends and just outwards of everyday life, how I was treated differently than my lighter peers. And it's so funny how you have these conversations and people are like, oh, here we go with the colorist thing. Here we go. There's not people making colorists. They're making racial problems. No, there is racial problems. There is racism. Call a thing a thing. It's a thing. Guess what? It's a thing. Guess who? It's a thing. Call it that. It's not that hard. And the more you try to get away from it, not address the situation, the more you're part of the problem. The more you choose to be quiet, the more you're part of the problem. And one thing I learned from me being a person who never spoke my mind, always kept quiet, just took anything from people just to say I had friends or that I was acceptable. One thing I learned when I learned not to be that person anymore was that if I'm the only person in the room, I don't care if I'm the only person in the room that's disagreeing with being said, at least who's ever saying that will know not everybody in here is following me. One person choose to lead her own little pack by herself, and that is fine, because I don't want to be like the status quo. I don't want to be the nod, yes sir, yes NASA, okay NASA. No, that's not me. I'm going to speak my mind, which is one thing I love about myself. And two, I feel like sometimes we get into this routine of, it's not that serious, or it's making a big deal out of things. Now, we are living in a day and age where everybody is sensitive about everything. Everything is done with intention to hurt you, intention to hurt somebody, to be offensive. Not saying it's done without ignorance, because some things is done with ignorance. Let's not blindly just think it's just innocence. However, that don't mean it's done with malicious intent. That don't mean it's done to cause harm emotionally and verbally. That don't mean that's what it's done to that. Ignorance, yes. Intent to cause harm or hurt or pain or degrade? No, I don't think it is. And people do, not we as a Black people period. We tend to wear our heart on our sleeve and think everything is meaning to harm us. However, because of that, when things do happen, that is racially injustice, that is racially motivated, that is colorist motivated, that is coloristic. The difference between having a preference of, oh yeah, I like skinny girls more than big girls, skinny girls my thing, than saying, no, she'll be more pretty if she was lighter. No, I holler at her if she wasn't so dark. That's not a preference. You're being a colorist. And if you think like that, you're being a colorist. Sorry, you can call it what you want. I'm calling you a colorist. That's not a preference. So, not a preference, colorist, a preference. Learn the difference. Anyway, as I was saying, but when those things do come up because of the people saying, oh, you're taking it's not that serious, it's not that what it is. When things do come up, they're saying, oh, it's not racist. No, because remember this happened, remember that happened. No, those two things don't equal each other. And all because that happened, don't make this something what it is. It doesn't. I believe and know from my own experiences and what I see in the world is that one, y'all have to stop taking social media seriously. Y'all have to. You have to. Stop getting your information from social media. Stop believing everything on social media. And learn how to find your validation through you, through your experiences, through what you go through day to day. Likes, follows is not going to validate you. Yeah, for people who's like me, up-and-coming YouTubers and people who's influencers, in order to market their brand, yes, they're going to need those followers and likes. However, that don't mean we finding our validation through that. No. If I don't get this many likes and views on it, that don't mean I'm going to lose my validation in who I am. That just means I just didn't get that many likes and views. And that's okay. And the generation has become so dependent on validation from others and okay from others and being acceptable and saying you're acceptable from others, that it has become in our brain, so melted in our brain, that the way we move and do things, we look and turn, okay, is this good? Is this good? That's cool? That's acceptable? Okay, good, okay. And it shouldn't have to be like that. You're human. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna do things people are not gonna like. You're gonna do things people are gonna love. That's no matter your sexual orientation, your working class, your religious belief, non-religious belief. Everybody got something in this world that the person next to them does opposite or doesn't believe, or opposite, has an opposite belief of what they believe in, and so forth. So you're gonna run into people that's not gonna be like you, and it's gonna be okay. And one thing I have to tell people is that you can't go around preaching of no judgment. And don't judge me for my sexual orientation. Don't judge me for, because I'm black. Or don't judge me because I'm a minority or I'm lower class or this or that. But then you throw stones from a glass house. Well, I told you you shouldn't be racist to me because I'm black. But I'm gonna be racist to you. Or I'm gonna be colorist to you. I'm gonna be ignorant to you because you make less money than me, so I'm gonna treat you differently, or I'm gonna hold you to a different standard, or lower your standards or your worth. Though you can't be racist to me, you can't be ignorant to me, you can't do me any kind of way because of your personal beliefs, but because of my personal beliefs, I'm gonna treat you any kind of way. That's not how that works, and that's really how this world's been running. If people haven't gotten their own and gotten their feel and have their cake and eat it too, they'll look for whatever they can in somebody else to tear down. So I'm actually really glad I had this conversation because I think it's a conversation that needed to be said. And I think it's about time that people actually, spoke about it and call a thing a thing. It's not about being overly sensitive. It's not about, oh, you're mad because certain black guys don't like you or some don't like you. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. I'm just calling a thing. And I'm telling you from my experiences and from what I've seen from my experiences and outer social experiences and other social interactions I've had with other people, that I even asked, or my social interactions, period, is that lighter women have been more acceptable to darker women. And that's just what it is. We're not talking about, Mexican or Asian or white or that. That's a whole different subject. But I'm talking about within our own community of denying each other's worth based on our tone. That's been going on for centuries, and it's about time we stop that. And we can be the generation to do that. We don't have to define beauty as a certain thing, or define a beautiful black woman as this lighter complexion, define a beautiful black woman as a darker complexion, define a beautiful black woman as her mindset, the way she carries herself, the way she takes care of the ones around her, the way she handles situations, you know, and which is another topic about the angry black woman stereotype, but we're not gonna get into that today. But yeah, I just really wanted to do this video because I think it's a good conversation that we needed to have, and I really just want to get my opinions out there. So I'm so glad I was of it. I'm so glad I was able to do this video with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video too. Comment below your own opinions, how you feel about this. Just let me know. You know, I asked for no rude comments, but there's always that miserable person who just have to throw their hate out there because it's somebody in the world not agreeing with them. Again, what I just mentioned. So yeah, but say something rude, you already know what's gonna happen after that. But yeah, but I really do appreciate all the love, the support I've been getting. It's been really, really nice. I love you guys. And my next video will be a mukbang. So I hope you guys are ready for it, because we're gonna have some really good food. I'm doing it with my friend, and I cannot wait to introduce her to you guys. She's one of my very, very good friends. And yeah, so stay tuned. Bye.